You've felt it before, haven't you? A shift so subtle. You almost dismissed it. Nothing spoken. Nothing declared. Yet something changed. And this is where many men hesitate. Not from lack of experience, but from never being shown. What's actually happening beneath the surface? Stay with this. Because once you see it, you stop second-guessing what you feel. 1. When she seeks your opinion. She asks, quietly and often, "What do you think? Does this look right? Would you choose the same?" You answer without ego. Without overplaying your role. Just grounded. At first, your response may feel unfamiliar to her. No exaggerated praise. No cold detachment. Only calm certainty. That steadiness tends to linger in her mind. Her tone softens. Her questions become more natural, less cautious. Over time, your perspective stops being just input. It becomes orientation. 2. When private references begin to form. A shared joke. A subtle phrase only you two understand. You don't force it deeper. You don't perform closeness. You simply meet it with ease. Initially, she senses something different. A connection that feels light, yet distinct. So she creates more of it. More moments that echo that familiarity. Not by strategy, but because the human mind returns to what feels quietly good. Gradually, the psychological distance narrows. Your presence starts to carry a private quality inside a very public world. 3. When she remembers your words. A detail you barely emphasized. A thought you forgot you shared. You acknowledge it gently. No surprise. No theatrical reaction. She often feels seen at a deeper level. So she listens more carefully. Retains more. Engages more intentionally. Your words begin to hold more than meaning. They carry emotional weight. 4. When her curiosity deepens. The questions shift. Not, "What do you do?" but, "What shaped you?" Your restraint creates intrigue. Your openness creates trust. She leans in, mentally, emotionally, seeking to understand, not just to converse. Conversations drift from facts into reflections, from events into perspectives. You become someone to explore, not merely someone to know. 5. When she speaks of a future including you. We should go there. You'd love that place. You don't rush to define it. You don't pull away. You receive it with quiet composure. That calm acceptance often makes it easier for her to continue imagining. We appears more naturally. Less tentative. More fluid. Your presence begins to feel less like possibility, more like continuity. 6. When subtle protectiveness appears. A tonal shift. A quiet question. You stay unshaken. Unprovoked. At first, she may feel slightly exposed by her own reaction. But your steadiness prevents escalation. With time, the sharp edges soften. Protectiveness expresses itself. Less as tension. More as care. 7. When contact becomes frequent. She reaches out first. Finds small reasons to connect. You respond warmly. Without abandoning your rhythm. Your consistency may puzzle her initially. Not overly available. Not distant. Simply stable. That stability tends to feel safe. Messages become lighter. More relaxed. Less guarded. Connection settles into something that feels natural to maintain. 8. When vulnerability emerges. Fears. Doubts. Unfiltered thoughts. You listen. Without interruption. Without rushing to repair. Early on, she may open, then retreat. Testing the space. But non-judgmental silence has gravity. She speaks more freely. More honestly. With less defense. Trust begins to root itself around your presence. 9. When she validates your emotions. You receive it quietly. No inflation. No discomfort. That ease often encourages balance. Respect deepens. Ego friction lessens. The emotional exchange grows steadier. Less reactive. 10. When she steps into your world. She shows interest in your routines. Your preferences. Your pace. You acknowledge the effort, without taking it for granted. Feeling accurately valued. She tends to remain open. Engaged. Willing to invest further. Gradually, the boundary between your world and hers begins to blur. 11. When she defends you. In conversations you're not part of. In moments you never witness. You remain dignified. Your composure often reinforces her sense of certainty. No feeling of being used. No regret in her stance. Respect consolidates quietly in how she regards you. 12. When she adjusts for alignment. Schedules shift. Plans bend. You answer with balance. Never entitlement. That balance usually preserves ease. Less calculation. More goodwill. Flexibility becomes mutual, not transactional. 13. When empathy becomes visible. She senses mood shifts. Before explanations arrive. You don't trivialize it. Your acknowledgement often strengthens that emotional attunement. Sensitivity grows more refined. Connection more synchronized. 14. When conversations gain depth. Small talk fades. Meaning enters. You stay present. Unperformative. Engaged without preaching. She often feels permitted to show a more authentic self. Dialogue moves naturally toward what truly matters. 15. When she responds positively to closeness. Comfort. Relaxation. Ease. You move with respect. Your restraint tends to sustain safety. Her body language softens. Defensiveness diminishes. Closeness feels unforced. 16. When she gauges your availability. Subtle questions. Measured curiosity. You answer plainly. Calmly. Clarity often dissolves silent tension. Less speculation. Less uncertainty. Interaction stabilizes around what is known. Attraction rarely arrives loudly. It unfolds through human rhythms. Initial curiosity. Unconscious adjustment. And gradually, a natural movement toward what feels steady, safe, and real. A composed man does not pull others closer. His stability simply makes stepping closer feel right. Closing line, silent stoic. Attraction speaks softly. Only the still can hear it. If you found this video valuable, subscribe to Silent Stoic, so each day you become stronger and more composed. Comment prompt. Which sign have you seen, but never named?